The New Mexico desert holds many secrets. Vast and unforgiving, it has challenged explorers for centuries. But in the summer of 1947, a new mystery emerged near the town of Roswell. It wasn't a lost canyon or a hidden oasis. This mystery came from the sky. Something crashed in the desert that summer. Whatever it was remains a source of debate to this day. Was it a weather balloon, as the government claimed, or could it have been something far more extraordinary? The world may never know for sure. But the events at Roswell ignited imaginations and fueled conspiracy theories for decades to come. This is the story of the Roswell Incident. It's a story of strange lights in the sky, unusual debris scattered across the desert, and a military cover-up that remains shrouded in secrecy. It's a story that continues to fascinate and intrigue us, reminding us that some mysteries may never be fully solved. Join me as we journey back to 1947 and explore the events that unfolded in the New Mexico desert, forever changing the way we look at the stars. It was early July 1947, and a rancher named Mac Brazel was tending to his sheep on the Foster Ranch, about 75 miles northwest of Roswell. The summer sun beat down on the arid landscape as Brazel made his rounds. Little did he know that he was about to stumble upon something that would make headlines around the world. Scattered across the ground, shimmering under the intense desert sun, lay a debris field unlike anything Brazel had ever seen. It wasn't metal from a crashed plane or debris from any known vehicle. This material was lightweight, almost papery, and seemed to defy description. Intrigued and more than a little perplexed, Brazel gathered some of the strange material. It was unlike anything he'd encountered in all his years working the land. He couldn't shake the feeling that this was something significant, something out of the ordinary. Driven by curiosity and a sense of duty, Brazel decided to report his finding. He loaded up his truck along with a sample of the debris and headed into town. His destination, the sheriff's office in Roswell, New Mexico. Little did he know that his visit would be the spark that ignited one of the most enduring mysteries of the 20th century. News of Brazel's discovery spread through the town of Roswell like wildfire in a dry brush. The strange debris, the unknown origin, it was all anyone could talk about. The local newspaper, the Roswell Daily Record, got wind of the story and quickly dispatched a young reporter to get the scoop. When the reporter arrived at the sheriff's office, they were met with a flurry of activity. Military officials from the nearby Roswell Army Airfield had descended upon the scene, taking possession of the debris and effectively shutting down any further local investigation. On July 8, 1947, the Roswell Army Airfield issued a press release that sent shockwaves across the nation. The headline in the Roswell Daily Record screamed, "RAAF captures flying saucer on ranch in Roswell region." The release, sent out by the base's public information officer, stated that the military had indeed recovered a flying disc from a ranch near Roswell. The news spread like wildfire, picked up by newspapers and radio stations across the country. The world was captivated. Had we finally made contact with beings from another world? The answer, it seemed, was a resounding yes. Or was it? Section 4. Retraction and the weather balloon explanation. The excitement over the flying disc was short-lived. Just hours after the initial press release, the Army Air Force issued a stunning retraction. Gone was the talk of flying discs and extraterrestrial origins. The official explanation now was far more mundane. The debris recovered from the ranch was not from a spaceship but from a downed weather balloon. According to the new statement, the balloon was part of a top-secret military project, and its crash was simply an unfortunate accident. The public was assured there was nothing to see here, just a routine matter. But the retraction did little to quell the growing skepticism. Many people simply didn't buy the weather balloon explanation. The debris described by witnesses, particularly the unusual material, didn't match up with what you'd expect from a simple weather instrument. The military's swift change of heart only fueled suspicions of a cover-up. People began to whisper about secret government projects, hidden agendas, and the possibility that something truly extraordinary had happened in the New Mexico desert. The Roswell incident, it seemed, was far from over. In fact, it was just beginning. Section 5. Whispers in the desert. Conspiracy theories abound. With the official explanation shrouded in doubt, the Roswell incident became fertile ground for conspiracy theories. The whispers started almost immediately, fueled by inconsistencies in the military's story and a lack of transparency about what really happened. People speculated about what might have been recovered from the crash site. Were there bodies? Alien bodies? Had the government whisked them away to a secret location for study? Stories began to circulate about strange lights in the sky around the time of the crash. Witnesses came forward, claiming to have seen unusual aircraft or even alien beings. While many of these accounts were difficult to verify, they added to the growing mystique surrounding Roswell. The town, once a sleepy outpost in the New Mexico desert, became synonymous with UFOs and the possibility of extraterrestrial life. Roswell had tapped into something primal, a deep-seated human fascination with the unknown. Section 6, Project Mogul and the 1994 Air Force Report. In the decades that followed, the Roswell Incident continued to fascinate and divide. The government, for its part, largely remained silent on the matter. But in 1994, in response to continued public interest and a congressional inquiry, the U.S. Air Force released a new report on Roswell. The report, titled "The Roswell Report Case Closed," aimed to finally put the rumors and speculation to rest. It claimed that the debris recovered in 1947 was not from a spaceship, but from a top-secret project called Project Mogul. Project Mogul, the report explained, involved launching high-altitude balloons carrying sensitive acoustic equipment to monitor Soviet nuclear tests. The balloons, made of unusual materials, could easily be mistaken for something more exotic. The report also addressed the rumors of alien bodies, suggesting that accounts of such sightings could be attributed to the use of anthropomorphic dummies in high-altitude parachute tests. Around the same time. Section 7. Roswell's Legacy. A cultural phenomenon. The 1994 Air Force report failed to convince everyone. Skeptics raised questions about the government's transparency. The incident remains shrouded in mystery. Roswell has profoundly impacted popular culture. It has become a mecca for UFO enthusiasts. The town hosts the International UFO Museum. Each year, Roswell hosts the UFO Festival. The incident has inspired countless books and movies. It fuels our fascination with life beyond Earth. The Roswell Incident reminds us of the universe's mysteries. It challenges us to remain open to the unknown. And so, the story continues. The quest for truth goes on, fueled by Roswell's enduring legacy.